Hello, and welcome to a very strange part of RimWorld. After recording everything, I noticed, after an update with OBS, they decided to uncheck one of my settings, so you have no mic audio for this entire thing. So I was, just, sitting there talking to myself, which, now that I think about it, makes me look insane, but, we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. So this is a little bit of a post-commentary. RimWorld started up like normal, made some barbed wires around, set up our defenses. That's really all we did. I didn't do too much this part, except for stuff that happens much later. And yeah, it was such a nightmare finding out that the video had no audio. I could have loaded back to before the video was done on RimWorld, but I really didn't want to because what was set in stone was set in stone. I didn't want to lose any of this. We got bulk goods Traitor from Heba. I remember going to that, having Jumper, do the usual, go in, run in, trade. Oh, good thing I'm looking at this now post-commentary. There's that, so much, why is that silver there? Okay, I'm gonna need to get back on and go get that. Speaking of getting back on, at the end of this part, we're left in kind of shambles, not really, because we didn't make much progress. I was gonna hop back on RimWorld after this session and, not really do much besides let Sean, Gray, and Ophelia do what they always do, which is make components and, let everyone heal up because of a battle that happened later on. I was making kidneys, selling kidneys, stuff like that. I remember I was contemplating on what to sell here. There's all these clothes I sold. It was ridiculous, the price of some of these things. Like, I think I was getting more than what they offered, or something like that. It was a lot of silver I got in return from this. Yeah, I was mainly doing it because I think they were selling like 35 components. I had 12, but 35 is way better than 12. Yep, there it is. Oh yeah, and I was also selling all my leathers, but then I saw that I was a little over the price, so then I was gonna buy Nutriamine, but it's literally one Nutriamine makes one medicine, so that's 256 I can make, while Chem Fuel, I don't have a good reliable source of it. So I just decided to do it that way. It's getting Gina, like usual, my war caskets, having them haul everything, because, don't really want to waste outside. Oh, there's, so this poor rabbit, he drank so much alcohol. He had alcohol poisoning, passed out on the ground. He drank this special alcohol called Chemshine, which is it's moonshine made with chem fuel. So when Woodard went to go hunt it, because it was down on the ground, she just went to go, cut its throat. And doing that made it explode. I really wasn't expecting that. I was just like, it's just a little rabbit. Sorry, buddy, we're gonna put you out of your misery. He's literally been there for days, just sitting there, passed out, and then he'd wake up and then drink more alcohol like an idiot. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Then I was super stressed here because my war caskets were being idiots and walking through the fire. I thought they were gonna just haul the chem fuel through the fire and burn. Because Zigo was on fire over there, and I was just ignoring him, and he eventually dealt with it. And Gray was interrupted from his component making, so yeah, there's that. What else happened up ahead? Not much. Some stuff. Right, I was making sure advanced components were still being made because we now have 40-something components. I think it was 46. Yeah, I was checking the materials needed for advanced bionic arms, just, bionic stuff in general, all that jazz. Set up the barbed wire, because again, if, my reasoning was, if they're gonna break through the wall anyways, might as well make it a little annoying, because sometimes NPCs in games aren't the smartest. So they'd probably just bust through the barbed wire. And then here, I was doing that one Dead or Alive quest. I sent Woodard, Chetta, and I think Octopus or Gina, one of the two. They were getting all loaded up. I was waiting forever for one of my colonists to move these stupid IEDs. I had Ant and yeah, Jumper do it. Jumper was out on the field because we were going through a solar flare, so had no electronics working, so Jumper couldn't do anything. Then we launched Canary off, go do that quest. I was waiting, I think this is still the laser tech, whatever it was, research. I was waiting for Jumper to finish. There's a research I get after this that I feel like an idiot for not getting. Oh yeah, and then we had ants on here. So yeah, this was also awkward. I'm just saying Chetta and Woodard are merciless killers. These poor guys, like, we come in, immediately kill somebody, but kill another. Octopus is going in to go intercept, you know. We're taking people out, but watch some of these people on the sides. So the ranged guys that I'm having Woodard and Chetta focus. You see Storbjorn and Hannes. Hannes' spine was shattered. He's crawling on the floor. Storbjorn's chest or whatever was destroyed. Yeah, so he's on the floor. I'm not gonna pronounce that name that Woodard's shooting at. Was also on the floor. We had 3 people that we crippled from, like, destroying their chest in some way. And they're just crawling on the floor. You feel bad after a while, you know? You feel like a monster. Look at them, they're crawling away. They're trying to escape. And I was like, okay, if they escape, they escape. But then I killed everyone, so then I was like, well, shout out Woodard, I guess finish them off. You know, I felt bad, didn't want to just leave a poor crippled guy just chilling there. And payment arrived. I never actually found where the payment was. It disappeared. I don't know. It's a resurrector belt too, so I'm kind of sad. It was gonna go with Jumper, Phoebe, or Sean. This is me patching everyone up, aka just Octopus. And then I believe the synthetic kidney and lung that Jumper was missing were finished, so Phoebe's now installing those. Pretty good. Jumper is, you know, getting all patched up. Yeah, Phoebe had her synthetic lungs and kidneys, so then we were giving Jumper it. She was a bit tipsy working on Jumper, so I was a little scared of that, but she did it at the end of the day. And even then, I gave Jumper these synthetic organs. He still wasn't satisfied with 4. He's at 3 right now, but even when he gets to 4, he's not happy. Which it amazes me. This man that wants to be a robot. He doesn't want to be like a cyborg. He just wants to be a robot at this point. I think I also at this point started construction of synthetic, other synthetic organs. I began construction on livers and stomachs. Livers, I think, help with blood filtration and obviously get alcohol out of systems more. And then stomachs help with food and all that, metabolism. Another combat supplier came in, Jumper contacted them, buying the components, selling kidneys and lungs to make silver back just in case, because we were desperately looking for hyperweave, because you need hyperweave for synthetic organs, and I'm trying to get all my colonists to have as many synthetic organs as possible. And yeah, so I was just trying to sell all stuff to get silver, so that way when hyperweave showed up, I'd buy it all out. Unfortunately, I did not find a single hyperweave merchant, so I'm kind of hoping when I get back on later to just let everyone grind up some components. I'm hoping to maybe get a hyperweave merchant. If I do, that'd be great. I'm spending all my silver on it, so if you notice I'm missing all of my silver next parts, you'll know why. It's because I found a hyperweave merchant or a component merchant. bought loads of them, and became broke. I won't really be doing much main big progress, but I would be gathering materials and all that, you know, making sure the colony's still going. And if a raid happens, I'd probably record it and then just give a post-commentary rundown of what all happened, like I am forced to do here. I called the Purple Lake settlement for exotic goods trader. Then we went to here. Ivia was finally getting rid of her asthma lungs. She was getting synthetic lungs. Proud of her. So she no longer has to deal with asthma, and we no longer have to waste medicine on her every, I think it was a week, or no, not even a week, I think it was every 3 days or something like that to help her asthma. So yeah, that was one lung done, and then, yeah, as I was gonna say, Phoebe abandoned her for a bit, so I had to call her back, and then started taking care of Ivia again. She fed her, and she's coming in with all the mess and all that for, what's the name? Oh no, yeah, she fell asleep again. So I was like, Phoebe, come on, because I like doing big surgeries while a colonist is still sedated instead of, oh, just one surgery. Oh, and colonist woke up. Okay, well, we need to sedate them again and then do a surgery again, so then they're gonna be out for longer, you know. And then Ivia's in there complaining about the awful hospital, getting mad about that. I think this was, oh right, there was a psychic drone happening, and I did the math. I only have 9 male colonists of my 21 colonists. And yeah, I had to hurry up and take care of it because my entire colony, that major break risk popped up and there was so many people on the list. Then my exotic goods caravan showed up. This battle in general was a complete and absolute nightmare. I should have checked what weapons the mechanoids had. I was like, oh, it's a bunch of centipedes, they probably have the minigun, we'll just take them out before they get in too close. Big mistake. Always make sure you check what weapon people are using, because I'll live to regret this mistake, and I'll live to regret another mistake in the future. I should have gotten my colonists closer so more people could preemptively fire. And as you can tell from that, they fired, they all had Inferno cannons, except for one who had the charged minigun, so yeah, this was a nightmare to deal with. I was like, okay, Gina, we need to take care of this now, have her do her explosion. But, unfortunate part about war caskets, they are very vulnerable to fire still. Like, very vulnerable. Which is a shame, because, as you can tell, Gina is in the middle of fire, and then she dies. Yeah. We lost Gina, which is a shame. It went from happy music, I noticed this during the playthrough, it was happy music, like, we're winning, we're, you know, kicking butts, taking names, and then the music just stops, starts playing the sad music instead. This was horrible. I then was like, there's fire everywhere, I got all my colonists, was spreading them apart, so there's less people to fire at. I got Chetta's drones out so they hopefully focus those more. And then once all my colonists were in position, I just kept selecting them all, having them solo centipedes. So that way we're guaranteed taking one out at a time instead of, we're gonna, 3 of us are gonna focus this one, 2 of us this one, and 5 this one. I wanted to make sure these centipedes were dead. I didn't care about the Lancer, I didn't care about anything else. It was these Inferno Cannon centipedes that I am growing to hate more and more as I continue this playthrough. They have always been the bane of my existence. And there's Lyritox running by on fire. Yeah, it was a nightmare. I was really stressed out because I didn't want Kit at all to hit Gina's body. Because if Kit hits Gina's body, well, we could just lose her permanently. And Gina got to 48 of 100, what's his name? And I decided to use a Resurrector Mech Serum on Gina because, well, she was one of our best melees, and her and Octopus are responsible for stopping so many raids. So, you know, brought her back. It's about this time where I realized, because if you look at all my colonists, there's so many injured. I was like, okay, I need to make this hospital good, so I just spent this time making just copies of my hospital bedrooms on the other side. There goes all the components I bought, which was a shame because I was really cranking out synthetic organs like crazy. All my colonists are gonna be good. I messed up, accidentally did reinstall here instead of build copy. Yeah, just components down the drain. Then later on, once everyone was healed up, we got another raid incoming. Now this raid was more of a nightmare. You might have noticed it, there was a friggin' Doomsday rocket launcher in there. I did not notice it. Always pay attention to Doomsday rocket launchers. If someone has a Doomsday rocket launcher, focus that person. As a warning, Gina was mad, got into a fight with Octopus of all people, which sucked because both my melees were out. So that Doomsday rocket launcher, which would normally only be fired at Gina and Octopus, well, now it's going to be used on my entire colony. So yeah, I had them come in. Kit took down someone already, and so did Cheddar. They were putting in good work, so I was like, oh yeah, this raid will be a bit hard, but we got this, you know. Smarty's shield immediately broke, so I hit her over by Kit. And then that's when I see it. I saw that Doomsday rocket launcher. I was like, oh my god, people are gonna die. Phoebe got blown up by it. She's missing a leg. And I am freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, Sally, you don't have an actual gun. Go rescue Phoebe. We need her off the battlefield. We are not losing Phoebe. So, big mistake here. I should have let them go on the offensive, because they have just as much long-range weaponry as I do. So they'd be forced to come in close through my little death funnels and all that. And then this was why I was just waiting for them to begin their assault, because once they begin their assault, they're going to be pushing in with loads of melee, and you're closer range. So I was just like, okay, this is good. We're going to focus nothing but their close range and melee, because if raids are, they're really simple but stupid and dumb, to where, oh god, oh no, it's coming. Yep. Another death, Agmundo. Cheddar blasted a hole through Agmundo's torso. So, yeah, we lost Agmundo. But yeah, raids are really stupid because, you don't have to worry about doing damage overall to enemies, you just have to worry about killing enemies, finishing them off. That's why I do a lot of focus fires. And yeah, a lot of people lost -10 with Cheddar, and, then, this is after a fight, Smarty was on the brink of death, so I was like, Laritox, you are saving her, you are becoming a doctor for today. Laritox is not a doctor, he has 0 medical skill. And I was like, you're taking care of Smarty, you're doing this. I took away Smarty's medicinal care, and this is when I decided that I'm not resurrecting Agmundo, because Agmundo was helpful, but he was only a melee user, so he wasn't very helpful to our colony. What he did, I had other colonists that did it, but better. So in general, Agmundo's death really sucked because it was a betrayal, but you know, that's what happens at the end of the day. Cheddar really messed up. Blasted through Agmundo. And it wasn't good. And Phoebe, she lost her leg from that Doomsday rocket launcher, so I decided forget. She gets the bionic legs and also bionic arms, so Jumper has a bionic wife. That'd make him happy. And this is about where I ended off the episode because, well, it was rough. We lost Agmundo. He was buried on the opposite side of Vadasoa, because, you know, apparently the corpses can't be together. Here he is, all the way away from Vadasoa. And so, yeah, by next part, I may be missing a few silver, have more components and hyperweave, but for now, see you guys later.